Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. Here with analysts Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. So Milwaukee wins the tip. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Hey, you know what he lacks inside, he makes up for with his vertical.
Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. There's the three.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. And alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. It'll be the visiting team facing Milwaukee.
Here we go.
Al Paul launches a three. Haywood with the rebound. And so it's Milwaukee with it. To the inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
You got to hit him more than that to prevent the basket. Nice focus right there.
Beal from long range. McDyess grabs the board. Out to Thompson. Takes a three. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
He is just a monster on the boards. And with those soft hands Cousins has, he's going to turn those offensive rebounds into putbacks almost every time.
Pass to Haywood. Here's McDyess. Just 5 to shoot. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And the rejection by Wembanyama. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
I love that decision-making out of the pick-and-roll action.
Now here's Beal. Outside, KD. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Milwaukee now. And Hart has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Going inside, McDyess. And the dunk by McDyess.
No one throws it down as hard as McDyess. He lives for those dunks, and he never passes up a chance to make a statement.
Paul with the three.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Haywood, and slam dunk by Haywood.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. A different look for Milwaukee.
Substitution on the court.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the triple. Beal from long range knocks down the three ball.
And this is his bread and butter. Give Beal these looks from deep, and he is going to knock them down.
Back to McDaniel. Out to the right wing. Harris outside. 6 to shoot. Down low. Goes up the baseline. A shot by McDaniels. No good.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Over in the corner, Williams. And he converts the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
That one misses. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top. They lead by 5. And the second quarter will get underway. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving. And how about the mindset of Williams, just constantly on the lookout to set up his teammates.
Thompson for 3. Thompson with the 3.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Person. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And slam dunk by Harris.
A solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Shots good by Divac.
Taking what the defense gives him and showing how effective his jumper can be.
Here's Cousins. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Williams gets the bucket.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
Williams with the ball. Williams picks him up. Pass to Cousins. And here is Williams. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Williams has got 5.
Well, that's not just from beyond the arc. That's from a whole different region. Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Pass to Williams. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Bowen. From outside, off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Williams. Makes it off the glass.
Well, that's just a smart pass. Getting the ball to a ready scorer.
To the right side. Back to Williams. Driving inside. On the wing, Harris. Outside, Williams. Lets it go with a 3. Harris's shot is off. Thompson for 3. Got a hand on it.
Well, great effort there to deny the shot.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Milwaukee in the lead. Williams for 3. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Thompson in the corner. Thompson on the drive.
Yeah, Thompson can be fast and nimble on the drive, catching him unprepared.
Here's Person. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Person's got 6.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And the dunk by McDyess.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Milwaukee leads by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Haywood in the post. Cousins pulls it in.
Home team foul. Spencer Haywood. First personal foul. First team foul.
The visitors with the ball. A 2-point game.
And I love what Thompson provides at the defensive end. He is smart and tough.
Haywood in the post. He has 6. Pass to Cassell. 5 on the clock. And here's McDyess. About 1 minute played here in the second half. It's not going to go for him. And here's KD for 3. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. On the wing, Thompson. Thompson hammers it down.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
Beal from long range. Good D by Thompson.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
KD can't get it to go. Thompson left side. No one near him. That's good on the jump shot. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee. Beal from long range. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Beal's got 6.
And the concentration Beal has while shooting. I don't even think he notices the defender.
Durant for 3. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
McDaniels on the wing. Back to Williams. High post Cousins. McDaniels gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. There's Beal with the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. McDaniels outside. Screen by Cousins. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Kevin Durant.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Here's Cousins. Outside, KD. Beal from long range hits the 3-point bomb. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Staggering accuracy from Beal. Goes up from deep range and makes a tough shot look easy.
Screen by McDaniel. The kick out to Williams. Shot clock at 6. Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And he is a power player down low. If there's nobody there to stop him, Boogie's going to destroy that rim.
McDaniels outside. Misses the baby hook. Here's Cousins. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Milwaukee on stop. They're up by 5. And don't.
The visiting team, Nittany Lions.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Young looking around. Takes the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Young's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Shot clock at 5. And slam dunk by Harris.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free. And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. You see some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Showing off the post moves right there.
And his inside game is about as good as it gets. Cousins loves operating out of that low block, and there isn't much any opposing defense can do to stop him. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Thompson trying again. A three-pointer. Good.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's Cassell. Oh, what a finish.
That rim has a family.
Stolen by Haywood. And stolen by Thompson. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
In person, physical, efficient scorer, especially from deep where you can't give him any room to shoot.
And a tough miss as the second of 3 shots at the line missing. 1 to go. And he nails the third.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Thompson outside. Pick by Haywood. Thompson right side. Pocket 6. Throws it down. What an assist!
Well, they really needed a bucket, and he was just determined to make that happen for them.
Here's Thompson. Buries the deep ball.
And this is why they go to Thompson. The coaches, his teammates, they all trust in his ability to deliver.
Driving the lane. And there's the dunk.
Well, when you're giving up dunks like that, you know you're not doing enough defensively.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws in practice. What a cool customer.
Quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Crane from outside.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Now, here's Haywood. The drive by Thompson. Oh, strong move by Thompson.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Young to tie it up. Does not go. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Now Thompson. And hit the 3.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Absolutely need a 3 here.
Let's lose a 3. Off target from outside. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see you later on.